In our previous video, we put in the concrete beams, and now we're going to put a slab in here on top of the concrete walls. And of course what we want to do is have that slab come all the way out to the edge. So that's our boundary for our slab. And you'll notice that when we put the slab in, that the steel will be below the slab, and that's actually how it's built. This would go to the column, and the slab would be poured up around the actual steel column. And so to do that, this is going to be pretty straightforward and pretty quick. So once again, we're going to go into structure, because we're going to use a structural floor, not an architectural floor. We're going to use a structural floor. And there's already one built for a concrete 6-inch slab. We're going to assume that this could be 6 inches. It might need to be 8 inches, but for what we're doing right now, and without the use of an engineer, 6 inches will probably be plenty adequate. And that's what we've already calculated for. We did a 6-inch slab, remember, for the basement, and that's the reason we have a 6-inch concrete slab here, because we already made that. So here, let's just do it then. So we're going to go into level 1, structural plan, bring that baby up, and it's grayed out because we're in the slab view. And I'm just going to make a rectangle here, and I'm going to go from here and drag it out and go from here. Now, before I do that, what I need to check, which I didn't, I'm going to escape real quick out of that, and is to make sure that I'm drawing this in the right location. So what level am I drawing on? Basement. Right? So I've got this set the wrong location already. This should be set to the finished floor level 1. Okay, and it's going to draw it down in the Z. Now if I wanted to offset that a little bit, I could, or whatever. I wanted to create room boundaries. So now I'm going to apply all that. Now let's do it again. So we're still in the create floor boundary. So once again, snap here, snap there, and I'm going to lock these to those walls. So if I have to move those walls for any reason, then they will automatically move the slab to those walls, and vice versa. If I change the slab, it'll start to tell me, hey, do you want us to move these walls along with this? And since we lock these beams in, the beams, so if we made this 2 feet out here and 2 feet out here or something like that, the beams would change size, the columns would move with them, everything would move. The slab, because we locked it to the inside of the wall, the slab on the inside would move with it too. So that's really a good reason why you want to lock all these things as you're putting them in, especially if they should be lined up with something else. And so with that done, I'm going to say OK. And it's going to put me a slab in. And of course, I can't see my beams anymore because the slab is in the way. But if I go to my section that I did earlier, okay, we'll see there's my slab right there. And yes, it's in the right location. It comes all the way out to the edge right here. Of course, my column's back here. But when we put the wall in out here, our wall's going to be almost right to the edge of the concrete there, or to the edge of the concrete. In this.